think about others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of mine, yeah. About to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your right state of mind. It's all about turning the worst into fine.
All right, welcome to AC Flora High School in Forest Acres, South Carolina. This is AC Flora hosting Blythewood. Should be a good game, right, Alex?
Two top 15 teams in the state coming into the day, and hopefully, that'll stay that way throughout the year for both these squads. And for the most part, what we've looked been great starts. 5-1 for Blythewood, 4-1 for our Falcons, and I mean, it should be a premier matchup on the diamond today.
Yeah, both of these should be among the favorites in 4A and 5A.
Thank you.
Thanks. 4A and 5A to go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, Blythewood, they're top 10 in 5A Division I. They're actually predicted to win their region over Lugoff-Elgin, which is where Lugoff-Elgin went in their region. AC Flora, we're, of course, projected to win our region as well. But as we all know in baseball, our region is a little weaker than most other sports. It just feels, football's always tough. Basketball's always tough. Lacrosse is always tough, even though we don't play regions. But
yeah,
for baseball, usually we get the nice end of the stick for that. Now, of course, Coach Howlett doing a great job preparing these top teams like Lugoff-Elgin, like Blythewood, to play throughout the year that are going to get us ready for postseason baseball.
Yeah. All right, we're severely backlit right now. Let me.
Tonight's matchup pits our guests, the Blythewood Nichols against your
It's
I gotta
loud.
make adjustments. Yeah. Let's see. Oh wow, that's too bright.
It'll get better.
Yeah.
As we honor America with our national anthem.
Once that ball of fire in the sky dips below those buildings, we should be all right.
Yeah, should be hopefully soon-ish. All right.
National anthem successful?
Always usually is. It's very rarely a slip up.
Well, sometimes actually from my perspective, the unsuccessful ones are when they play like the Whitney Houston version, and I have to mute it. And I'm
I remember the
like
first
Royalty
Legion game I
Crimson.
did like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago now, I guess. They played the Whitney Houston, and we were like, all right, we'll be back.
Dang it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Falcon
But
fans, put your
should be
hands
hopefully a good
together
game
and
tonight.
welcome
AC Flora
your
and
Falcons.
Blythewood, of course, pitching not their aces, but
Second base,
pitching
number
their third
15,
pitchers, I believe.
Zach
I'll pause for the lineups, and I'll go through them again once before we start.
Third baseman,
Just 'cause I
number
can't hear
7,
myself talk.
Yeah.
Lewinsky. At first, number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
Also, shout out Luke Shalcom on the handshakes.
Yeah, fantastic stuff.
Center field, 18,
Well, someone had taken
Charlie
over.
Scott. Designated hitter tonight, number 28.
Whoa, he slips.
Rohan Bremer. On the mound, number 5, Scott Graham.
Good recovery.
Well, the goon always makes the recovery.
Dylan Hernandez. Left fielder, number 11, Harris River. Shortstop, number 1, Jack Chetwood. And in right field, number 16, Paul Choate.
All right, so quickly around the diamond. On the mound, the southpaw Scott Graham. Behind the dish, Dylan Hernandez. Yes, you've heard that name before. Very popular family here. At first, his brother Tyler. Second is actually Zach Sneed tonight, not Roper Wensky. At short, Jack Chetwood. Third is where our all-state an honoree is there tonight, Roper. And left, it's Harris Rivers, center Charlie Scott, and right field Paul Choate. So
Wait, are these new uniforms?
I think so.
Yeah.
They have the name on the back, so, you know, usually something means something. We'll go quickly through the Bengals lineup. Jackson Botar, the former 215 senior team player, he leads off in center. DHing, it's Portal Rummel, another former 215 on the junior team. Alex Myers, shortstop, batting third, a college to Charleston commit. Cleanup duty, Amari Counts in right field. Bat the 5-hole, the 9 RBI man, Sergio Melendez. He's going to be one to keep an eye on tonight. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Chance Johnson. Seventh, Johnny Collins, the first baseman. In eighth, batting eighth in left, it's Sammy Franklin. And ninth is the catcher, Zach Hardy. On the bump is going to be Blythewood's Bauman Rummel, brother of Porter Rummel. However, there's a notable omission from the lineup tonight, as I mentioned to you, Jeff. One of their top prospects, Macon Leppert, is out of the lineup for the second straight day, unsure of why. However, he's committed to Gallatin Community College, swinging probably the hottest bat in this game as of just out of anybody. I mean, his stats, 9 for 16, 2 homers, 5 RBIs through 5 games for him.
Yeah.
That's incredible, but of course, you know, out of the lineup for the second straight day. Not sure if it's rest. He is dressed. He is here. So it may just be rest. I don't want to, you know, go through. And it would, as much as we know it's a measuring stick game for both teams, you don't want to go through just a non-region game that doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things. And, of course, have to wear him down as catcher.
Because this means everything.
Well, I mean, to us, yes. But, yes, you get the idea. Well, we'll go and rock and roll. It's Jackson Botar, the center fielder. And the senior's been doing it on both sides of the ball. On offense, 9 for 15, a triple yesterday, and 7 RBIs on the year. On the mound, 2 starts, 2-0 record, no earned runs over 8 2/3. However, he'll step in the box. It's southpaw against southpaw, and we're underway right here at Falcon Field. Graham will fire home. That one's shot left side foul. Looked like off the hands of the bat for Botar.
Hey, I got that strike down on the scorebook, just so you know.
Thank you. Jeff is taunting me for yesterday. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Took a second, but we're here. It's a great weather day. First pitch just before 7 o'clock. The 0-1. Oh, fastball runs inside and hits Botar. For the third time this year, he's been hit by a pitch, and he will go aboard first with nobody out. Well, of course, Porter Rummel, part of our junior team 2 years ago, if I remember correctly.
215.
215. Was he a part of this year's team? I never got to call the gold or red team.
I think he was.
Okay.
He was on, the other one, red.
I gotcha. So, you are right. Yeah, he's a senior hitting 4 for 15 this year. Lefty on righty. Botar at first. Graham comes home. That pitch hard right back up the middle. Dives Chetwood. That's through the hole for a base knock into center. Scott regroups quickly. The throw back to second. Not in time. Botar almost got caught off the bag, but a single puts 2 runners on and nobody out here for the Bengals.
7 up at the plate. Shortstop, number 5, Alex Myers.
The Bengals, we both competed in that tournament last week. It was the, well, if I can find it, the Optera Solutions Invitational, hosted by Lexington and River Bluff. They won the tournament, actually. I think we were either third or fifth, one or the other. We won or you get the idea, somewhere in that 3rd to 5th range. Righty on lefty, the southpaw fires home. It's a fastball high and away, ball 1 against the right-handed Alex Myers.
Yeah, so Scott didn't pitch last year, but he pitched a bunch in the summer for the Mavs, right? I don't know.
Yes.
I can't remember if he pitched in the Legion.
Yeah, he pitched in the summer, and he actually started the game against Dorman. Of course, unfortunately, our only loss of the year so far. 3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, a strikeout, and 2 walks. But he's one of the hot rising new left-handed pitchers in the state. That's because if you're going to notice on the stream, his hand motion. He's got a very weird release when you compare it to normal pitchers.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like a 3/4, not even like a sidearm-ish.
And so weird equals difficult for batters.
Correct. So far, hasn't been too hard for Blythewood. Let's hope it gets a little more difficult. The 1-0 from the southpaw will fire. It's a bunt down to the left side. Great bunt there from Myers. Graham has to fire it off the bag, and he's safe. No tag from Tyler.
Wait, you got the tag.
Did he?
Yeah.
So they're going to call time, and now they're going to discuss it. So with this being, of course, a regular season game, there's only 2 umpires, meaning the field umpire had to be in the middle of the field, i.e. he had the best of view on the tag. So we'll wait for the official ruling. As right now, it's an infield single for Alex Myers. Or maybe an error. And they're going to call him out.
That's the right call.
So Myers, the college, or the, excuse me, not the college draw, from the Wofford commit, apologies. He will be retired, and he was their leadoff all of last year. However, now it's Amari Counts, the junior, 5 RBIs. He hit .366 last year, and he's the top first baseman in the class of 2026. The southpaw on the bump, the right-hander at the dish. We're in the top of the first, and Blythewood has runners at second and third here with 1 out. Graham will fire. The off-speed just misses outside, ball 1. Counts the leader in walks on this team, has 6 so far this season. It's 1-0. The southpaw delivers a fastball away. It's ball 2. Well, the nice part about the early part of the season, Jeff, is the sun sets pretty early, so
Yeah.
the sun's not in our eyes for like 4 straight innings like it would be in about 4 months from now.
Yeah. It's so brutal sometimes.
It is. Hernandez behind the dish will call time. Now he'll get back down in position. You got Botar on third, Rummel on second. Graham will release the 2-0. That fastball lined over the head of the second baseman, seat in the right center. That's going to be a base hit in trouble. Both will score. Rummel comes around from second. Counts, strolls into second with a 2 RBI double. And just like that, Blythewood jumps out to the early 2-0 advantage. Nice piece of hitting. Sneed got a good jump on it, I thought, just a bit over his glove. And that'll be Sergio Melendez, the team leader in RBIs with 9 so far in their first 6 games. That was due to a big-time game yesterday against Westwood where he had 4 RBIs. Well, Scott Graham, it's time to readjust. Lefty on the bump, righty at the dish. 1 gone in the opening first. Graham will wind and deal. The first pitch is a fastball high and away, ball 1. Long pause, the 1-0 from Graham comes home. Looks like a changeup high, it's ball 2. Scott Graham, you know, as you've mentioned, Jeff, he just he didn't have many opportunities on varsity last year, and this is now his first varsity couple of innings. It's never going to be an easy thing trying to just mesh right in.
Yeah, especially going against one of the best teams in the state. So.
Yeah, Blythewood is, I would say, exceeded expectations early. You know, we lost to Dorman 6-3. They beat Dorman 12-0. Now, pitching may have been a factor in both those games.
Yeah.
A little different with, of course, when in high school especially.
1 game versus 1 game.
Yeah, high school when your second pitcher, your third pitcher goes and your fourth pitcher goes, that's a lot, very big difference 99% of the time. So that is something to keep in mind. But this Blythewood team started off very, very hot. Their only loss since was in game 1 to Malden. 2-0. Graham will fire. Beautiful changeup called. Strike 1 in the lower part of the zone. It's 2-1. It's a big-time pitch for Graham, needing to find it here early. They trail 2-0 as the Falcons trying to get off the diamond. Over to 2-1 count to the right-handed Melendez with 1 out, runner on second. Graham will come home, the 2-1. That ball is lifted into right center field. Going back is Choate, the right fielder. He'll have a read on it in the gap and make the play. Counts will tag. Relay throw held up. Sneed didn't fire. So a fly out to right for out number 2, but Counts moves to third.
Up next for the Bengals, third baseman number 1, Chance Johnson.
Well, that brings up Chance Johnson. Chance so far in the year, 4 for 16. Right behind Melendez, 8 RBIs. He has a chance to tie him right now. The right-hander with the pencil bat steps into the box. The southpaw Graham gets ready to greet him. First pitch on the way from Graham. Fastball low and inside, ball 1.
I kind of like the pencil bat.
The pencil bat's cool. Who was it made popular by? It was in the MLB, but I can't remember who it was. Now, what I can't believe is they make it now in a metal.
Yeah.
1-0 on the way. Off speed, that's tapped back into the umpire. Foul ball. Looks like a slider. Well, looks like the umpire's all right. Just got hit maybe in the face guard.
Yeah.
Never a fun place to get hit, but luckily it was an off-speed pitch, so no harm, no foul.
That was a foul.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no problem.
1-1 from Graham. Fastball wide, ball 2 in the left-handed box. Even though both Sneed, the second baseman, and Chetwood, the shortstop, are playing very far back at second and short, they both do collapse on the throw back to the pitcher. You don't want a ball to get away from Graham and score counts from third. 2-1. The southpaw deals. That off speed is nicked foul over
To the soccer field.
to the right side. Yes, right side soccer field. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Finding my words early.
In the penalty box.
That's the thing in soccer.
Yeah. Well, it's over in soccer field.
know,
They're playing soccer right
But
now.
penalty box? Where's the penalty box?
It's where if you
Oh,
foul the other team, they get a penalty kick.
Oh, usually I'm using like that hockey terminology. Where,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, not being
That's
in the
what
penalty
I thought
box.
of. I was
Yeah,
like,
no,
what
no.
the heck are you talking about? A penalty box? They just play with a yellow card. Two's coming home. Graham, fastball low and inside, ball 3. Johnson works the count full here. 3-2, 2 outs in the top of the first. Blythewood leads AC Flora 2-0 with a runner on third. Johnson in the box, the leader in strikeouts on this Bengals team. Graham trying to get his first of the evening. Payoff on the way. The pitch is just nicked foul. Good inside fastball. Better hitting by Johnson just to get a piece. AC Flora in a stat I didn't really want to bring up, but
Yeah?
has not beat Blythewood in about, I want to say 3 years-ish. We've lost the last 4.
Dang, I
Payoff
didn't- I
one
didn't
more
want-
time. Fastball way inside. Johnson jumps out of the way, and he'll take first.
I was going to say, I didn't want you to bring that up either.
Oh, that's sorry. Yeah, Blythewood's won in 2023, twice in 22, and the second game of 2021.
Yeah.
Last time we won was
Oh.
game 1.
Yeah, all I really heard is you say we're due.
I never disagreed.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, now it's the right-handed first baseman, Johnny Collins, stepping in. And Johnny, hulking righty for this team, trying to get Blythewood some more insurance here in the opening frame. 6 for 20 to start the season. The southpaw with runners at the corners comes home. The fastball wide. It's ball 1. It's been a long first inning for Graham, who's trying to work his way into this third starter role for AC Flora this year.
It's 20 pitches so far.
Only 20?
Yeah.
Feels like more. The 1-0 from the southpaw. He deals. That one's popped to the right side. Hernandez, the first baseman, going back. Sneed goes into foul ground and actually hits fair ball. That one moved in the wind, so 1 run will score. It's going to be ruled a hit. And an RBI single for Collins down the first base line. Just perfectly placed, and Sneed just overran it by half a step.
Up next, the left fielder number 6, Sammy Franklin.
Well, now we go all the way to the 8-hole. It's Sammy Franklin. The senior coming off a 2-for-3 performance yesterday with an RBI against the Red Hawks of Westwood. He's got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Lefty on righty yet again. Graham will wind and deal. The first pitch is a fastball wide, ball 1. Blythewood, a team that averages over 10 runs a game, showing it already with 3 in the first. The 1-0 from Graham will fire. That fastball's ripped the other way through the hole for a base knock into right field. Johnson will come and score. The throw into second, taken in by Chetwood. It's a 4 spot here for the Bengals in the first. Four runs off of 4 hits. That will prompt Hernandez to come talk to his pitcher. Good piece of hitting from Franklin. That was just put the other way. Tough play for the second baseman, Sneed, who was playing up the middle.
First base.
Well, now we're going to bat through. It's the freshman, Zach Hardy, getting the start tonight at catcher.
Zach Hardy.
Yesterday against Blythewood, went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. He's one of the up-and-coming top middle infielders of 2028. Lefty on righty. Runners at first and second for the Bengals. First pitch from Graham. Looks like a changeup wide. It's ball 1. 4-0 lead for Blythewood in the first. 1-0 count here from Graham to Hardy with 2 gone. However, one thing we do know, Jeff, these Falcons can hit.
Yes, they can.
Southpaw will deliver the 1-0. Fastball runs low. It's ball 2. This Blythewood team, one of the teams in this state that, like us, it got better from last year. They lost a couple of key pieces. The main one, Landon Pennyfield, going to college at Charleston. But everybody pretty much else that was important on this team from last year came back. It's one of the reasons they've been so hot this year, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, NIL hasn't hit high school baseball yet.
It's going to come soon. 2-0 from the Southpaw. Fastball called. Strike 1 to the outside edge. Nice pitch from Graham. Dotted in that lower third and the outside part of the zone.
Although I say that well aware of the athletic magnet schools that are in the area.
We'll get to those later. 2-1 from Graham. Fastball low and inside. Nice block from Hernandez. Keeps both runners at bay, but the count moves to 3-1 with the top of the order looming on deck. Shift is on. Both Sneed and Chetwood, the second baseman and shortstop, move to their left. 3-1 the count. Graham will kick and deal. The pitch, fastball low and in. He walked him on 5. That will load the bases for the leadoff, Jackson Botar.
Running at first base from Blythewood, number 7, Caden Giles. Now batting for the Bengals, number 11, Jackson Botar.
So Caden Giles will come in and run at first base for the catcher, Hardy, the courtesy runner, and that will bring the leadoff back, and Coach Howlett will come and talk to his lefty with a dangerous man at the dish. Botar, 7 RBIs, 9 for 15 this year. We'll be right back, Jeff?
Yep, we'll be right back.
I'm so gone, no, I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
All right.
We're back.
We are back.
Well, bases are juiced, 2 gone here in the opening frame. 4-0 lead for Blythewood, but top of the order at the dish, it's Jackson Botar. Botar was hit by a pitch his first go-around, lefty on lefty. Graham fires, beautiful strike 1, changeup hit low in the zone.
Good, how you doing?
Graham looking to get out one of the most dangerous hitters in this lineup. The 0-1, he fires it home. The fastball low, it's ball 1. Botar, 7 RBIs. Went 1 for 1 yesterday against Westwood, and, you know, he's been just very good at contact. He's not one of those kids that just rips everything. However, hit .312 last year, .377 on base percentage. He's just one to watch at the top of the order. 1-1. Graham will spike that one, goes all the way to the backstop. Taking off and scoring, standing up from third is Collins. It's 5-0. First wild pitch of the game for Graham. It turns into a 2-1 count. Runners at second and third. First base now open for Botar. The southpaw on the bump. He sighs. 2-1. He'll fire it home. That one taken to the left side. A tough play for Chetwood on the backhand. Throws it across the diamond. One hopper not in time. An infield single for Botar makes it 6-0 Blythewood.
Up next, designated hitter number 19, Porter Rummel.
Such a tough play for Chetwood. He actually had a great job even getting to that ball. Saved a run as Giles was held as third.
Yep, too deep to get a leadoff hitter at first. You know.
Yeah. Well, and that may do it for Graham. An unfortunate time for him. He had the play to get out of the inning earlier in that pop fly over right behind first base, but a tough play for both Hernandez and Sneed, who just couldn't locate the ball, and Blythewood from there has tacked on 3 more.
All right, we will
We're back
take
shortly.
a break while we wait for the next pitcher. All right.
Work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems.
All right, we're back.
Interesting situation. Monty had to go change his glove out.
Yeah.
It's Monty Lafitte, by the way, coming to the plate for the mound for Flora. But, you know, usually it's a... You don't ever see that, especially in high school.
Yeah, I wonder what it was, if there
No
was
idea.
something hanging off of it or something.
It must have been maybe
mean-
something like a little too
there
sticky.
there are color rules. Yeah, I don't think it was that.
Well, he was looking at the netting of the glove.
Yeah, it might. I don't know if there was like a, I don't know, the netting being white or some other color. I didn't even
idea.
notice.
It's also to note that Bauman Rummel, one of the things that's, you know, kind of going to go under the radar a little bit, even though Blythewood's 6-0 lead,
Yeah.
Bauman Rummel warmed up about 30 minutes ago.
It's been a while.
It's
huh?
been a while, meaning he's probably going to come in a little colder than he would like to come in. He is
Yeah.
getting some pitches in the bullpen, but something to note when AC Flora does come up to bat eventually in this first.
Yeah. Music's off. Okay.
And now we'll re-rock and roll. Porter Rummel, chance to do some more damage. 6-0 lead for Blythewood over AC Flora, as the right-handed Monty Lafitte will make his second appearance of the season. Lafitte pitched 3 scoreless innings against the Cavaliers of Dorman, keeping AC Flora in that game. That is the one game AC Flora has lost so far this season. Alrighty on righty, first pitch, swing and a miss,
Yeah.
strike one.
Monty, a very different pitcher from Scott.
Yeah, was that a changeup, Jeff?
Yes.
Jeez.
Looked
So
like
much
a
job.
50-mile-an-hour changeup. I don't know how fast that was, but
Righty on righty, Rummel
I
the
don't think it was
DH.
his knuckle. So.
He singled right up the middle back earlier this inning. He now shows bunt, the fastball wide. It's ball one. Smart play from Monty. You don't see that from a pitcher. He has to charge because both corner infielders, both Hernandez and Wensky, have to play back to guard their runners' bags. 20-1, righty on righty, 2 gone in the opening first. Runners at the corners for Blythewood. Runner at first takes off, the curveball called, strike 2 on the outside edge. No throw down to second. Botar will have his 3rd stolen bag this season.
Yeah, I think that was knuckle curve.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was definitely slow and
broke, but yeah.
Now the 1-2, the righty deals a knuckle curve. That one's nubbed to the right side. Steve will play back on it. Monty has to cover first. Did he get there in time? Yes, he did. What a heads-up play from Monty. The first baseman Hernandez almost went over to go field the ball. Monty read it, went to first and said to cover, and that will retire the side, but Blythewood gets 6. We'll see if the Falcons can respond when we come back. That's yeah.
All right.
And we're back. Quickly, as I did yesterday, I'll run through the lineup one more time. Sneed leading off, Wensky batting 2nd, Tyler 3rd, Charlie 4th, Rohan 5th, Dylan 6th, Harris 7th, Jack Chetwood 8th, and Paul 9th. That's a quick run through the order. Monty could get into hit since he is pitching, but right now Rohan's DHing for him as far as I know. Well, the right-handed Bauman Rummel finally comes to the mound. The first pitch to Citadel commit, called strike 1. It's a fastball on the outside edge, and we're underway in the bottom of the first.
All right. We don't have to get all 6 back yet.
No, you got to chip away.
Nice to put something on the board.
Yeah, you would like at least a run or 2 in this first inning. There's no rush. You have to, of course, pitching has to be great for the rest of the day. Fastball wide against the lefty. It's 1-1. But you want to get something here, get a little momentum for the offense, just so you don't send your pitcher back out with basically nothing.
Yeah.
Because eventually, if you don't get anything, that 6-0 lead turns into a 12-0 lead. The 1-1 is high. It's a fastball, ball 2. And let's talk about the right-handed sophomore. Rummel had 1 start. He pitched 5 innings, gave up no hits and no earned runs against Dorman. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. That's the same Dorman team we lost to a day before them. 2-1 fastball low and in. Quickly 3-1 against Sneed, who, as we've all know and love, not one to waver at many pitches that are outside the zone.
Yeah.
Sneed, not the leader in walks, but he has 5 so far this season. 3-1 from the righty. Not even close, low ball 4. And I did mention this, Jeff, toward the end of the top of the first. Rummel basically it's been a 30-minute wait since he warmed up and since he's now pitching. It may take him a second just to find the zone. Falcon's going to have to use that to jump on these Bengals and get some of those runs back here.
Yeah. Excellent analysis.
I try.
All right.
And now Roper Wensky will dig in. The All-State second baseman who's getting the start at third tonight. Righty on righty, nobody gone. Sneed over at first. Good to see Sneed back in after his pitch ran for yesterday. First pitch, fastball high, ball one from Rummel. Sneed roped a leadoff double yesterday against South Point and then was taken out for pitch running purposes for Monty. He didn't see the field. Luckily to know it's just nothing serious. He's already back in. Rummel will fire home. The 1-0 called. Strike one, a slider on the outside edge, excuse me. Looks like a slider, right? Not a curve?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Almost called the curve. 1-1 the count. Rummel will fire home. Wensky awaits. It's a fastball wide, ball two. And, well, the junior sensation started this season last year. He hit .393 as a sophomore, .464 on base percentage. This year, starting off strong as well, 8 for his first 18.
Not bad. That's 444, right?
Potentially. I didn't. Usually the first couple of games, I just like saying how many hits they have. I've heard it different ways. I kind of just like.
8 for 18 is like 4 for 9. That's 444.
Oh, well, there you go.
Jeez.
Yes, he's very good.
You're going to have to get on my
2-1. Roper will sky that one high. Fly ball left side. Going to be a tough play for everybody. The third baseman, Johnson, ranges back, but it's the shortstop, Myers, who makes the play in left field for out number one. Sneed retreats back to first.
Now batting number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
Rummel gets his first out under his belt, but it doesn't get any easier. It's Tyler Hernandez, the left-handed first baseman, digging in. Tyler, 5 for 15, but 8 RBIs and a homer for Tyler. We've already seen him hit 1 homer here in the playoffs last year against York. He would love to follow that up here with another homer at Falcon Field and get this Falcon offense jump-started here in the opening frame. Well, the opening first. Righty on lefty, Rummel fires home. Looks like a changeup called, strike one, right down the middle. Tyler's one of the few players that saw this Blythewood team 2 years ago. He was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Looking to have a little better night here and provide some offense. 0-1. That one's fouled right back at us. Quickly, 0-2.
Good hustle by Charlie Scott.
Great. He very, very fast.
Yeah.
I'll talk more about him in a second, but yes, he's not one to shy away. 0-2, Rummel fires. Hernandez will pop that one to the left side. It will get out of play in a hurry towards the Blythewood fans.
Hey,
Almost a great play
good
from
effort.
the dad.
Good effort. He went for it.
Yeah, he was trying.
Yeah.
Tyler, along with Rohan, the RBI leader with 8, and he actually is our walk leader as well. 7 walks so far to start the year, and that was one of his specialties last year. 18, didn't touch Zach's 27 from 2 years ago, but still very solid.
Yeah, with a full season, my money's still on Zach.
I would agree. However, you got to mention it as well. Well, it's 0-2 the count. 6-0 lead for Blythewood here in the bottom of the first. Falcons have a runner on first. The 0-2, that one's chopped to the right side. It goes foul. Collins gave it a step before. A nice strike back from our first base coach. Goodness, you see that?
No.
Threw that ball almost harder than any pitcher he has tonight.
Is that Travis Burt at first? Coaching first? Is it Travis Burt coaching first? Is it? I think it is, right?
You think it is?
I know he's one of the coaches.
Really? What gave you that idea?
And that looks like him. I just can't quite see.
Long pause. Rummel will fire the 0-2. Fastball wide. Good eye from Tyler. And basically say what I said with Zach about not wavering any bad pitches. Just copy and paste it right here to Tyler. He will make you earn your punch outs, your outs against him. Only 2 strikeouts this year so far through our first 6 games. 20-2. Pick off back to first from Rummel, and Sneed will dive back in safely. Zach Has been caught stealing one time this season, but he also has a stolen bag to go with it. And without their Gaston Community College commit catching behind a bitch tonight, we'll have to see if the Falcons take advantage. The 1-2. Tyler will foul that one back. It looked like an elevated fastball. Did it almost hit me?
No, not you.
What the heck did it hit?
It hit a tree and bounced straight down.
That's impressive, actually.
Yeah.
And, you know, Hardy's having now his second straight game catching. Not really is known about him behind the dish. We'll have to find out how his pop time and everything tonight. The 1-2 curve.
Out.
Missed just away. Ball 2.
Outside. Man,
The Blythewood
not
faithful
bad.
not happy with the call, but for the second best Bengals team, it doesn't fly in the zone. In the state, of course. Fraser Middle College Charter High School Bengals. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's a reason I said it that fast. You can go look it up. Well, Zach takes off, and Rummel, that throw into center field. Snead caught him off guard. He will take third. Smartly, Botar will just, you're going to say a balk, I think, instead.
Huh.
So and instead of Snead taking third, he only gets second. Rummel,
Wait a minute. If it's a balk
he just gets one bag.
on the pitch. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he gets one bag, so he'll stop at second. Snead started when he came and got a great read. Rummel, I guess, hadn't broken yet. That's what it had to be. His hands didn't break, so he just kind of whipped around his throw. Almost was dangerous as Myers had to basically do a whole 180 to try to catch that ball. Didn't work. Well, runner on second. Count still 2-2, if I believe, with one out. Rummel fires. Hernandez strikes that one
got
straight
me.
back. Jeff, he's been doing this for how long, and you got?
Oh, man. Wait, I want to watch that replay.
We were talking about this yesterday at lacrosse. I said, what happens if you do softball and like the home plate camera gets like one of those like MLB where it comes right back? That was as close as we're gonna get.
Oh man, everyone probably flinched at home.
I didn't.
Yeah. I need to know if George and Pat Hallett flinched or not.
There's a
And
chat. They can text if they'd
hello
like.
to Coach Hallett's parents.
The right-hander fires the 2-2. Change up outside, and Tyler, what an eye, works this count full. 3-2, one out, bottom of the first, 6-0 lead for Blythewood, but the Falcons have a runner on second. And the 3-hole hitter looking to do some damage. It's been a battle between Rummel and Hernandez. The payoff from Rummel on the way, the fastball called, strike 3, low in the zone, got him looking. Nice pitch from Rummel. Dialed up the heater, and Hernandez watched it go.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 18, Charlie Scott.
Well, now it's on to Charlie Scott, and I want to apologize to Charlie. I said yesterday, I didn't realize he had the power. Well, apparently his power has always been there, talking to some parents after the game. He just hasn't shown it until this year. 2 homers to his first 6 games. Is Charlie with 6 RBIs. Would love to shoot one deep here and get some of those runs back. 2 gone, runner at second. Righty on righty, Rummel comes home. That one on the line to short. What a diving stop from Johnson. The low throw is scooped up by Collins, and that'll do it. What a play at third for Johnson, saving a run. And the Falcons don't get anything back in the bottom. We'll go to the second right here on Definite Fiction.
I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. And I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Welcome back here to Falcon Field. 6-0 lead for Blythewood as we begin the second inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the right-handed Lafitte. First of all, it's the Wofford right-handed shortstop. Another Wofford commit right-handed shortstop, Alex Myers. Knuckle curve just inside in this right-handed showdown. Ball 1.
Huh.
Got Myers to duck out of the way if he
I had
locates
that as
that.
a strike, though.
1-0 from Monty. That knuckle curve, that one's lined through the right side for a base knock. Myers, after his sack bunt in the first, a ball that gets away in the infield. However, Chetwood recovers it before damage is done. Another quick fielding note. Roper and Zach switched back. Zach back at third, Roper over at second.
Up next, number 13, Amari Counts.
Now it's Amari Counts. Amari had a big 2 RBI double that opened up the scoring for Blythewood in the first. Got a runner on first, nobody out, righty on righty. His first time facing Lafitte. Now a pickoff back at first. Nice move, but better dive back in from Myers. So, Jeff, I was telling the stream yesterday, Monty had an injury all football season.
Yeah.
Was it shoulder, right? Another pickoff
back.
move. Back. So he's trying to work his way back in regularly now. He's been pretty much all over the place. Pitching, playing first, outfield. I think he even caught a bit.
Yeah.
He one of the top relievers on this team this year, though. Right, he comes home, the fastball high. Ball 1 up around the letters. Well, Monty the junior. He was one of these juniors that they wanted to watch from Diamond Prospects, wanted to see how his this year went for Monty before putting him on any official list. Another pickoff to first and diving back safely from Myers. Probably because a lot of his off-speed is just so much slower, he doesn't want Myers to get a good jump. Here again, Myers is very fast as well. 17 stolen bags last year, already 3 this year. He doesn't go, the 1-0, fastball upstairs, ball 2. Counts is smart, he will not waver at many pitches out of the zone. 6 walks on the season, he's ahead 2-0. The knuckle curve will be foul to the right side, carved over near the soccer field. 2-1. Beautiful Friday night, sun setting down here in Forest Acres. Another pickoff attempt as Myers was getting a little farther off the bag. It's the 4th one. Lafitte is thrown over, and Hernandez will come out and talk to his pitcher. Luckily, there's no MLB rule where you can only throw over a certain amount of times, Jeff.
Yeah. That led to a lot more stolen bases. Huh?
Yes, that was one of the changes the MLB made to make the games quicker and more fun, fast-paced for the fans, and gotta say it did work.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I'm not a big fan of the rule, I understand it, and it made games a lot quicker and more enjoyable. 2-1, runner stays. Fastball low and in, ball 3 to counts.
Yeah, it should almost be like a rule, like if you throw to first and you clearly didn't have a chance at getting a pickoff, then it's a balk, and you send the guy to second base.
That'd be something. That's basically the rule in a way. It's just very different. It's Monty's doing it to keep Myers close. And now he goes 3-1. Doesn't matter. Ball 4 upstairs. Looked like a change-up upstairs. Counts will get on first for now the first time after doubling last at-bat.
Up next, number 23.
And just like in the first, the 2 leadoff men are on. We'll now see if Blythewood does the exact same thing they did in the first inning where they had their 3-hole sacrifice bunt. It's Melendez who flew out to right field back in the first inning up to bat. Righty on righty, runners at first and second, corners in, and Melendez will call time. He'll step back in and get ready. Wensky and Hernandez on the infield grass, middle infield playing back up towards the middle. Lafitte will come home, Melendez shows bunt, and now Lafitte actually doesn't go home, he'll step off. He acted like he was gonna go home and then went back to the bag at second. He technically is one of his disengagements, however, now it gives the Falcons an idea of what's about to happen. I'd be shocked if Melendez doesn't bunt here. First pitch, he shows bunt. Knuckle curve called, strike 1, and that's thrown everyone for a loop the first time they saw it. Just kind of like, oh, that breaks that much. I wish we had a way to see how much it broke in the blowfish we did where I could like see like the break and kind of where it moved. It was really cool. Shows bunt again, the 1-0. That's high. for ball one. I thought he went. Did it not hit his bat? I thought it was foul tipped into the glove.
Yeah, it looked like he kept it out there.
I thought it was. Some fans agree with me right in front. Parents, 1-1. Knuckle curve outside, ball two. Melendez having a strong start to this year. 5 for his first 16. The young junior didn't play varsity last year. However, he's slotted himself beautifully into the second base role of this Blythewood Bengals offense. 2-1. Fastball elevated, ball three. Lafitte's endangering of loading the bases here with nobody out in the top of the second. Three and one, the corner's back off. Melendez would be a perfect time to bunt if I was a Blythewood head coach. He doesn't. 3-1. Called. Strike two on the inside part of the plate of fastball. Melendez was halfway down the line. You have to step back in for the full count. You see, personally, I thought a bunt would have worked really well. 3-1, you got nothing to lose. He's a speedy second baseman. Infield backed off. Blythewood didn't agree. The payoff. That's one popped in the air to the left side. Chetwood, the shortstop's got to read. Infield fly is going to be applied, so Roper smartly calling it out from second base, basically saying you don't need to just actually drop it so we get double play, yada, yada.
Now batting number 1, Chance Johnson.
Represents the third baseman, Chance Johnson, who had a heck of a play to end last inning. A diving stop at third base that saved at least a run and potentially a lot more offense from AC Flora. Held their 6-0 lead intact. The right-hander walked his first go-around. He'll bring his pencil bat back in. It'll be righty on righty, one gone, top two. The right-handed Lafitte will step off the mound. Disengage, look, Myers back again. Myers so fast over at second. 17 stolen bags last year, already 3 this year. One of the top shortstops in this class of 2025 in South Carolina and one of the top 25 players in this senior class. Myers gets a great jump from second. However, Johnson fouls it back. So everyone has to retreat. 2 great jumps as Lafitte didn't see either of them and just went home with the pitch. It'll be 0-1, and third base coach will have to assume his head coach Travis Poole cannot be thrilled.
Yeah, I just assume that the batter doesn't like the guy at second base.
I mean, that also works. Well, Myers, it was funny.
Just wants to mess with him.
He stopped like halfway between and then got a great jump.
Yeah.
Now Lafitte's going to be wary of him. 0-1, he fires that knuckle curve home. It's low for ball one. That's one of those when you're in the box, so you see both runners take off, and you're like, I'm just going to hold the bat.
At this point, yeah, you don't swing at all.
Yeah, you have 2 more pitches, and now the shift will come on. Chetwood, the shortstop, comes behind second. Wensky, the second baseman, back in his hole. 1-1 from Monty. He fires it home. The fastball called. Strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. Beautiful heater. Gets him back in the bat. It's 1-2.
What was that?
We don't talk about that.
You're just trying to. You try to say too many words at the
Correct.
same time.
The 1-2. Got him looking.
Yeah.
Strike 3. Fastball low in the zone for out number 2. Well, Monty had 3 appearances last year, a 1.9 ERA over 11 innings. So far, now through 4 innings, has no earned runs. However, damage not yet fully avoided, if I can talk. It's Johnny Collins, the right-handed first baseman. Runners at first and second, righty on righty. Collins muscles one over to the short John line. It's Chetwood who catches it before it hits the ground. No throw to first needed, and the Falcons get out of the frame scoreless. Lafitte, after a leadoff single and a walk, retires them in order. It's 6-0 going to the bottom of the second.
I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it doubts, not what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can handle
And we are back here at Falcon Field, set to begin the bottom of the second. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for AC Flora. Leading it off has been the best hitter for AC Flora to start the season, Rohan Bremer. The right-handed DH went 2 for 2 yesterday with 3 RBIs. He now steps in against the right-handed Rummel, set to begin his second inning of work. The righty will fire home. Bremer, big swing and a miss for strike one, and a changeup on the outside edge. Rohan, one of the top first basemen in the sophomore class. Went 3 for 14 last year. Already doubled his hit accounts as he has a towering fly ball into left center field, though. High hit, no chance to get out as Botar will settle under it and make the play in center for out number 1. Well, you had the launch angle if it just went a little farther, but that brings back up Dylan Hernandez. Hernandez, the 6-hole tonight, getting the start at catcher. He had an RBI yesterday, and he came in after Beal got the start last night, Lucas. Be righty on righty, first pitch from Rummel. That one's low, it's ball 1. 1-0 from Rummel. He'll fire that one. Hernandez chops that one to short. Johnson has to play back on it. Going to be a tough play. The strong throw to first. Way off line. Goes past the first baseman, but luckily the catcher Hardy is behind him. Blythewood got saved. That could have easily gone to the Falcons' dugout, but an extra bag for Hernandez, but instead he'll reach on there.
Batting for the Falcons, number 11, Harris Rivers.
And that's what that'll do. It was a slow chopper. Johnson had to play it back, meaning had to fire quickly to first, and it was so off the line that pretty much everyone tucked out of the way, including John Collins at first. Now a pitch runner for AC Flora, a courtesy runner rather for the catcher. It's Lucas Price over at first. Price has 2 steals so far in the season as the right-handed Harris Rivers digs in. First pitch to him, way inside for ball 1, a fastball that just missed Rivers.
That would have hit me because, well, no, it wouldn't have. I'm left-handed. That would have been the other batter's box.
No.
But I couldn't move out of the way of it.
He may have thrown a little farther in on you, but you never know. 1-0. Fastball upstairs, up around the eyes for ball 2. Well, Harris has now become the everyday starter at left field after both Ren's Best and Evan Smith graduated last year. Harris, the rising senior, so far 3 for 11. But he's been hit by 2 pitches. 2-0. Beautiful off speed on the outside edge for strike 1. It's 2-1 now.
Wait, is he a rising senior or senior?
He's a senior.
Okay, but not rising.
Oh, did I say rising?
Yeah.
I mean, technically he's a rising
Well,
senior.
that would have been like the summertime.
You can say whatever you want. 2-1. That one off the hands over by the first base bag. Collins will straddle back and make the play for out number 2. That brings back up Jack Chetwood, the 8-hole, looking to jumpstart his season. Last year, he started really hot, then kind of cooled off a little toward the end of the year. This season, looking for some big-time swings, and it doesn't seem like he's that far off. He drove one back to the wall yesterday in the game against South Point, and just missed a homer by a couple feet. Righty on righty, 2 gone at the bottom of the second. Rummel fires, and Chetwood takes a big swing for a fastball. It's strike 1. Oh, and 1 from Rummel. Runner goes. Price, bat foul. It was bunted back by Chetwood. Quickly, 0-2. I love Coach Hallett, the 7 times head coach, state champion Coach Hallett.
Yes, that's right.
He mixes that in a lot. I love it about our team, the small ball aspect. Those just out of nowhere bunts. He moves runners over. It's one of the reasons, I mean, we've won it 7 times with him. He just does the little things, and those little things do add up out the game. Because eventually, you know, if that bunt gets Jack Chetwood on, Paul Choate comes after and starts avalanching from there. You just need runners on in situations where you're down 6-0. Try to get some of it back. The 0-2 from Rummel. He fires the off speed. Got him looking. Strike 3, low in the zone with the curve. And that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Rummel. Gets the Bengals through the second. We're 6-0 deficit going to the third.
All right. Money Lafitte back on the mound. On 6-0, top of the third. Bunt back to Monty. Wow, ball checks up. Ball kind of checked up. That was
Jeez.
good, well-laid bunt.
Usually you don't like popping a bunt in the air, but right there it works.
Yeah.
Number 16, Zach Hardy.
Well, Monty did this last inning, unfortunately, leadoff single. Puts the runner on, and now it's the 9-hole Zach Hardy. Whew. Gotta catch my breath.
Yeah. You just take a jog.
That was a little more than the jog, I think. Righty on righty, Hardy digs in. First pitch from Lafitte, runner goes, that knuckle curve, that's lying the other way for a base knock. Choate has to let it fall in right. Back-to-back singles for the Bengals, get them going here in the third.
Up next, number 11, Jackson Botar. Courtesy runner of
We're back to the top.
Huh?
Back to the top.
Oh, yeah, back to the top, yeah. Yeah, this could be trouble. Lafitte's going to have to navigate through the hardest part of the order. It's Botar, Rummel, and Myers now. And Botar, 1 for 1 with a single and been hit by a pitch. He scored the opening run of the game, and Blythewood hasn't looked back yet. They're ahead 6-0. Corners are in, both Sneed and Hernandez on the infield grass. Lafitte will look back the runner at second as Franklin goes back to first, or second, excuse me. Franklin has 3 stolen bags this season, hasn't been thrown out yet. Righty on lefty, the righty will fire home. The first pitch is a fastball right back at me for strike 1. Foul straight back at me, I guess. I didn't flinch there, though.
No, but it was going above you.
I respect Sparky. Getting a hamburger there on the job.
Yeah, nice.
Well, he's not pitching tonight, so, you know, he can take it easy. Yeah, well, Monty steps off. One of the Blowfish, I was doing an interview with the head coach before every game, and I was doing my just pregame interview with him, and all of a sudden he gets a phone call, and it's like 6 of the players like, are we in the lap tonight? Because if we're not, we're going to get milkshakes. And he's like, no, he's like, you're in the lineup, you're not. Oh, one fastball upstairs, ball one. He's like, he's in the lineup, so he can. And you could like the audible like gasp. You're like, oh, come on. This is like an hour and a half, 2 hours before the game, and so they were like, I want to get a milkshake. They were a big fan of these gas station milkshakes. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. There was one by the stadium. I never even got one. I meant to, just never got around to it. 1-1. Lafitte fires. That changeup is fouled back into the forestry here at Forest Acres. It'll be 1-2. Well, Monty did this last thing again. First 2 runners reached, and then he retired the next 3 in order. This is a little tougher now because it is 1, 2, and 3 now. You have to retire in order, or of course double play ball. Chetwood, the shortstop, back in the hole, and now he goes behind the second as Roper moves back in the hole on the right side. The 1-2. That one's beaten into the ground, foul. I thought it hit home, did it not? Another infield single. That one beat into the ground, and the bases are juiced. Did that not hit home?
It's home plate's fair.
It's not a foul?
No,
It used to be foul. Am I wrong?
you're wrong.
Interesting. All right. Well,
Yeah.
geez, just back to back to back. Well, first was a good piece of hitting by Hardy at the 9 hole, but back to 2 of the 3 hits, so 1 bunt and 1 beaten into the ground single means the infield comes in for the DH Porter Rummel.
Yeah, I think the T is foul in T-ball,
Huh.
but base is fair.
Righty on righty, Lafitte comes home. The fastball called, strike 1 right down Broadway. We saw the Falcons do this numerous times last year, load the bases with nobody else and then find a way to get out of it. Now have to do the same thing here. Want to keep this 6-0 lead for Blythewood in check. The 0-1 from Monty, that knuckle curve, that one's lined right back into center. Scott's going to have a read, but it will be deep enough for a sac fly. Scott will actually throw into third. The throw goes back past Sneed, go all the way to the dugout for Blythewood. It'll stay in play, keeping both runners at bay, but a sac fly for Rummel makes it 7-0 Blythewood.
Number 5, Alex Myers.
Yeah, Rummel set back on that knuckle curve and drove it right to center for Scott. Does the job, as Franklin will come home with the first run of the game, first run here in the 3rd inning. As the 3-hole, Myers looks to do more damage. Runners at second and third, 1 out here. Righty on righty, and a 7-0 lead for Blythewood at the top of the 3rd against our home Falcons. First pitch from Monty. That one's carved to the right side. It will trickle foul near the bullpen. Well, I said, yesterday I have high expectations for this Falcons team, but not every game is just going to be a smooth sailing. You want every game to be just a nice little easy win, but sometimes you do get punched in the mouth, and it's going to see what happens when you get punched in the mouth. You got to respond and try to get some of these runs back and fight back into this game. 0-1, Myers takes a hearty swing at a ball that looked like it might have hit him on the end. I can't tell if it was foul into him or just hit him.
He fouled it off himself.
Okay. I couldn't tell if he got a piece of it because sometimes you swing into the ball and it just hits your leg. It'll be 0-2 quickly here with 1 out. The Wofford commit. He's been doing damage tonight. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning and a single to lead off the 2nd. Now he steps in with a runner on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Lafitte will settle and fire. That knuckle curve, that's rounded right back to him. He's got the runner off the bag. The throw home, the tag in time. Giles runs right into Hernandez, and the fielder's choice works. It's out number 2 for AC Flora. It's one for Giles where you just have to pause every time.
Yeah.
He just took off and got cut down at the plate. And for Monty, that's best case scenario for him right there.
Yeah.
Only 1 runner in scoring position rather than 2. However, it's the dangerous Amari Counts. Cleanup duty here tonight. Settles in, righty on righty. 2 outs, runners at the corners for Blythewood with a 7-0 lead for the visiting Bengals. Lafitte will settle. Runner goes from first. First pitch called. Ball 1 inside. No throw down to second. Myers will now move into scoring position with his first stolen base of the night. Counts the top first baseman in the class of 2026 here in South Carolina. He's ahead 1-0. Lafitte will now fire home the fastball. Call, strike one, low in the zone. Counts has power to spare as well. 3 homers last year for Blythewood. 16 ribbies, 5 currently this year, with 2 tonight, so making that 7. The 1-1. Lafitte deals it to change up high, up around the eyes for ball 2. Again, as I mentioned earlier, Counts not one to waver at many bad pitches. He has a walk this game and an RBI double back in the first. The 2-1 from Lafitte. He fires it home. Looks like a fastball upstairs, up around the letters this time for ball 3. Well, the path for Counts opens up to first. On deck, if it gets that far, it's the dangerous Sergio Melendez. 3-1 the count, righty on righty. Lafitte looks both runners back at second and third and comes home. It's a fastball down the third base live. Diving stop from Sneed. The throw across the diamond, just low, and Hernandez can't dig it out. That will score 2 as it goes out of play. A great play from Sneed, who dove on the bag. Just a little throw, and Tyler couldn't dig it out. It's an error that brings home 2. So who's that going to be an error on? Is it Zach or Tyler?
That's got to be on the first baseman.
I think so, too. It's a one bouncer.
I mean, yeah.
Gosh, that was a heck of a stop from Zach. That does bring 2 across, so it's 9-0. However, those are both unearned against Monty. Well, it's Sergio Melendez. Got to go back at him. Melendez shows bunt. Now Monty will set up his infield and step off. Both corners in, both middle infielders up towards the middle as Counts is on second. Righty on righty. Melendez shows bunt here with 2 outs. He pulls it back. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. Well, the Falcons, who've only let up 2.5 runs per game, currently just not their night right now. Give up 9, but still a lot of time to go in this one. The 1-0, that knuckle curve is low for ball 2. Counts retreats back to second after he gets a little far off the bag, but Hernandez doesn't throw him. Two and oh from Monty. He fires. Fastball in tight for ball 3. Melendez 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out so far tonight. Currently ahead of Monty Lafitte 3-0. Now time called. They're just going to intentionally walk Melendez. No reason to throw to the RBI leader for the Bengals. Instead, they'll get up Chance Johnson.
Up next, number 1, Chance Johnson.
So Johnson, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking, but he's also walked. That was back in the first where he came around and scored the 4th run of the game for Blythewood. Righty on righty. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Lafitte fires home. It's the fastball that's flown foul to the right side. It's a 9-0 lead for Blythewood here in the top of the 3rd. Runners at first and second. 2 down for Flora. They're trying to get through this inning and get back the bats. 0-1. Monty fires. That fastball is just flown foul right over us. It'll be 0-2. Johnson is the strikeout leader for this Blythewood team, now with 7. Lafitte looking to get him for the 2nd time tonight. Nothing in 2. Monty comes home. That one's nubbed to the right side. Hernandez will make the play. Step on the bag at first. Nice chopper to Hernandez at first. Will retire the side, but not before Blythewood adds 3 on a RBI sacrifice fly and an error that scores 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, looking to strike back here.
Now for the Falcons, number 16.
Welcome back here to Definite
Ball
Fiction. It's
7.
Blythewood and AC Flora in their first of 2 meetings here on the Diamond this spring. So far, Blythewood in control, 9-0, but the Falcons will go 9-1-2 here in the third. They got offense to spare. Righty on righty, Rummel fires home. It's the fastball upstairs for ball 1. Leading it off, it's the right fielder, Paul Cho. One and oh in this right-handed showdown. That fastball finds the lower half of the zone. For strike 1, it's 1-1 as Bauman Rummel back on the bump here for the third, and he's been great so far tonight. No hits allowed and 1 error for Blythewood. The 1-1, that's pop foul straight back. It'll be 1-2. Well, as I mentioned yesterday on the live stream, Choate was one of these kids that really came on in the second half of last year, became a starter in right field for a lot of our late season run. The 1-2 as he lines that one to left center field. That one does not drop. Oh my goodness. Can't catch a break as Myers bobbled it after it hit his glove and caught it on the rebound. It's out number 1.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Every ball seems to be bouncing Blythewood's way at the moment. We'll see if Zach Sneed can change that.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 15, Zach Sneed.
Well, Sneed led off the game with a leadoff walk. Got a second on a balk and probably could have come home had it not been for Chance Johnson's diving play at third. Righty on lefty, the right-hander Rummel deals home. It's a fastball wide for ball 1. Well, the Citadel commit, as I said yesterday as well, came back from an injury last year, so he wasn't really 100% fully back. He looks back all year, already this year, excuse me.
Yeah, we have a bit of a pipeline to Citadel now.
I know. Philly Daniels?
Yeah, he's there, but I mean, we just have a ton of, like Rob Harrington went down there.
Yeah. The 1-1, that's chopped foul after the 1-0 is a fastball inside for strike 1. So now it's 1-2 here for Sneed.
Yeah, Phillips is
He's playing well.
he's getting highlights and
Yeah, I
stuff
know.
posted on Twitter.
I saw that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
One and two. Bauman working quickly. Or Rummel, excuse me. Oh, yeah, Bauman, Rummel. It sounded like a last name. I was like, that's not right, but it's his first name. It was a fastball away, so it's 2-2. Two's coming home from Rummel. That's low, ball 3, and the walk king for AC Flora on cue works the count full here with 1 gone to the bottom of the third. Sneed had a power in the preseason scrimmages. He showed off the power with a homer. See if he can get some spark here. The payoff, not even close. Ball 4 goes to the backstop as it was wide, and Sneed will walk for the second time tonight. This is where the Falcons can really do some damage. The top of the order, when they get hot, the rest of the lineup gets hot. And it all starts with Roper Wensky, who pretty much hits everything in sight when he comes up to the plate. The junior, all-state in football, all-state in baseball, digging in. Righty on righty, 1 gone. Sneed at first. Curious how aggressive he is. He doesn't go as Wensky shoots that one foul right over us. Wensky, one of the top second basemen in this junior class, has 5 multi-RBI games. Still looking for his first homer. The 0-1, that's grounded onto short. Myers waits back. The flip to second for 1, on to first. In time, double play, and that will end the inning. 6-4-3 ends the frame for AC Flora. Will go to the 4th, trailing by 9. Well, Monty Lafitte's night is done. Over 2 1/3 innings, only give up 1 earned run off of 4 hits.
Leading off for the Bengals,
A solid
number
night for
2,
Monty,
Johnny
and now he'll turn it over to Adger Johnson. Adger, the right-handed submarine pitcher. He's going to be fun to watch. First one to him's fouled off. It's the only man who didn't hit last inning, Johnny Collins, leading it off here in the 4th for Blythewood. Righty on righty, 0-1 the count. Adger will wind and deal. The slider swing and a miss, strike 2. Fooled Collins.
A lot of action on that pitch.
Yeah, the senior got wicked motion. Making now his 2nd appearance of the season. He pitched 2 2/3 scoreless innings against Berkeley earlier in the tournament last week. The 0-2, that's lined to the left field for a base knock, though. Collins on base for the 2nd time tonight.
Up next, number 6, Sammy Franklin.
Was fielded right behind the backstop pole.
Yeah, it was a nice liner into left, and now it's Sammy Franklin back up. Franklin, the 8-hole hitting left fielder, has 2 singles here tonight in his 2 plate appearances thus far. He scored on both of them. Righty on righty. Adger will fire home. That's wide, a fastball, ball 1. Franklin was 2 for 3 last night with an RBI. So far, 2 for 2 tonight. Swinging a hot bat here, and you know it came after a weird sluggish season for him last year. The 1-0 from Adger, that's a fastball wide for ball 2. You know, his first RBI didn't really come until weeks in the season. He was hitting pretty high in the order, but all of a sudden, he turned it on late. And so far this year, he's been excellent, 7 for 20 now here for the Bengals.
That's 350.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem.
2-0 on the way from Adger. That one looked low. I guess change up? Jeez. That one looked like a good pitch to me, but it's going to be 3-0. Runner on first, doesn't go. The 3-0 offering. Misses wide, it's ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk to Franklin. Puts the first 2 runners on in the inning for now the 4th straight inning. That brings up Zach Hardy, who's been very, very good tonight, both behind the dish and at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single, and he's been walked as well. The freshman playing for Leopard tonight. Looking good so far in early duty. Righty on righty, Adger fires home. The senior misses inside for ball 1. Blythewood has 9 runs off of 10 hits here through the first 3 innings. We're in the top of the 4th. Adger looks back the runner at second. Now he'll fire the 1-0. Fastball low, ball 2. Sam from behind the backstop, trying to rally on Adger. It's 2-0 here against the 9-hole Hardy. Two and oh from Adger. Called, strike 1. Slider on the inside third. Adger's got that wicked action, that slider sitting in low 70s, the sinker in the high 70s, low 80s. Very tough pitcher to get a read on. 3-1, or 2-1, excuse me. That fastball low in the zone for strike 2. It's 2s here with nobody gone. Senior looking to dial in, get to the top of the order here, and potentially get out of this frame. Hardy looking to spoil. 2-2. The right-hander will come. The pitch. Fastball low, filler up. 3-2, nobody gone, top 4. Runners on first and second for Blythewood as they control the 9-0 lead. The payoff from Adger on the way. That one's low and away, ball 4, and that'll load him up here with nobody out.
Now batting number 11, Jackson Botar.
Giles will come in and run for Hardy yet again, as the bases are loaded for Botar. Botar singled back an inning ago. He's 2 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch with 2 singles here tonight. The former senior 215 member will look to dial on the field that he's used to already. The right-hander deals to the lefty, infield in. Sinker low for ball 1. One and oh. Fastball low, ball 2. Sun fully down here in Forest Acres, 2 and oh. Adger fires home, that one chopped up the middle through the hole for a base hit. 1 run will score coming around third, and scoring, standing up, is Franklin, a 2 RBI single for Botar.
Up next, number 19, Porter Rummel.
Brings up another man familiar with this field. It's Porter Rummel. Rummel, he's 1 for 2 with a sac fly and a single, a ground out as well. Sounds good for soccer.
Yeah, soccer apparently scored. I hadn't heard that yet. I wonder if it's 1-0. Jeez.
I'll check in a second, probably. Righty on righty. The pitch goes behind Rummel's head. Looked like a slider. Both runners advance. Giles to third and Botar to second. Now Hernandez will come talk to Adger. Well, it's a good time to check as ever, I guess.
Well, I can look.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, yeah, 1-0. Wow.
Nice. Well, they actually...
Halfway through the second half, which means...
Oh, really? Second
Yeah.
half? Jeez.
And we're playing Richmond Northeast. Must be a tough team this year.
Well, 1 and oh. Adger fires the fastball. Called strike 1, low part of the zone. Ones for Johnson. He'll fire it home. Called strike 2. Slider slotted on the outside edge against the right-handed Rummel. 1 and 2. Nobody gone here in the top of the 4th. Adger looking for his first punch out of the night. The slider called strike 3. It was a sinker, on the outside edge. He sets down Rummel for the first out here in the 4th. Strikeout looking. Now it's the ever so dangerous Alex Myers. Myers reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd after he grounded out right to the pitcher. First pitch quickly low in there for strike 1. Adger wastes no time attacking the Wofford commit. The 0-1. Adger comes home and hits Myers in the backside. Myers was... never mind, I was mistaking him with Zach. He was 0 for 2 against our Falcons 2 years ago. Now he reaches for the third time here tonight, after being hit by a pitch. And now it's Amari Counts. Counts reached on an error back in the 3rd. He's also had a 2 RBI double and a walk here this evening. Bases juiced, 1 out. He is a double play threat, though, as he does not have the speed. That could be one on to Chetwood to short. Second for 1 to throw to first. In time, right on cue, 6-4-3. Just like the Bengals, the Falcons get an ending inning double play to end the 4th. But they'll need a couple runs here. The bottom half will be right back on Definite Fiction. Welcome back to Falcon Field. Falcons trailing by double digits, meaning we need a couple runs pushed across here in the next 2 innings if we want to stay alive in this game.
21, Tyler Hernandez.
This is the best part of the order to do it. 3, 4, and 5 due up here, but Bauman Rummel has been spotless so far tonight. The right-hander deals to Tyler, the lefty. First pitch, change up wide, ball 1.
Oh, we don't have any hits through 3.
I wasn't going to say it, but correct.
Jeez.
1-0. That one's lifted into left field. Tough play for everybody. The shortstop Myers races back towards the line. It's a long run in foul ground that both Franklin and Myers come up short. Both diving attempts from the shortstop and left field who move very fast on that play.
Yeah.
They were speed demons there going toward the left field line. Hernandez struck out looking back in the first. It was a count that he battled with Rummel working it full before he watched strike 3 in the lower half of the zone. It's 1-1, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Rummel will fire quickly. The off speed misses wide, it's ball 2. Tyler, one of those platooning catchers we have, it's been Dylan, Tyler, and Lucas so far this season, but Tyler's getting the majority of the starts at first. The 2-1 fastball misses outside, it's ball 3. So the walk leader for AC Flora has a 3-1 lead on the count. First base is open, the pitch. That one's lined into center field. Going back, Botar towards the wall at the warning track. It one bounces the wall. Hernandez shows off the power. Botar, a nice throw to second. The throw into second, not in time. What a slide from Tyler. He avoids the tag from Melendez and gets into second safely with a double.
Jeez.
You can breathe. That was a heck of a throw from Botar.
That was a really good throw.
Gosh.
Great slide by Tyler.
Yeah, great throw from Botar, better slide from Tyler.
Yeah.
That's what I say in football. I said great defense, better throw.
Yeah.
Great offense, great defense, better slide. Oh, now Charlie Scott will dig in for the first time since the first inning. He had a tough ground out on a hot shot to third that Johnson gloved on a diving attempt. Righty on righty, nobody gone. Tyler at second. Charlie fouls that one straight back. Off speed that he could have done a lot of damage with. We just got the barrel on it. It's 0-1. Well, the junior is one of the top outfielders here in the class of 2026. He's, of course, one of our wide receivers on the football team and someone I think we're going to see a lot more of next year in the field. He slowly chops that one to short. Myers waits back, looks back the runner at second, and flips it to first for out number 1. Well, Myers makes a tougher play than you may think it might be. Look routine for out number 1 as Rohan Bremer digs in.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 28, Rohan Bremer.
Well, the young sophomore 0 for 1 with a fly out to center his first go around. Righty on righty is Rummel getting some talking points from head coach Poole. First time we've seen this situation, we're maybe looking to try to do something with the runner at second, but Bremer shoots one to left field down the line, just goes foul. I think I was talking to someone before the game, and someone said, do you think he has power to hit a homer? Yes, he does. Jumped on the off speed and just straightened that out. I would have easily scored the first run, if not the first 2. One of the plays I want to look back for last year, it may have not been many Falcons fan watching it, but it was Dorman and Miller back in the championship game of the Forest Acres Classic. Dorman was down pretty much in the exact same spot in the 5th inning, down to their last 2 outs before getting run ruled before as the 0-1. That one bounces in, nice block from Harden to keep it alive, 1-1. But Colton Earnhardt down the left field line shot a 3-run homer that kept Dorman in the game.
Yeah.
Dorman would eventually lose, but they got all the way back where the winning run would have come to the plate if the guy who actually got the RBI to get the winning run to the plate had not been thrown out at second. Point is, don't count AC Flora out of this game quite yet, Jeff. Offense is there, the 1-1. That's a hard ground to the short. Nice play from Myers. He eats it up and throws it to first for out number 2. The other moral of the story, all it takes is 1 to get the offense rolling.
Yeah, get things going.
Now batting number 12, Dylan Hernandez.
Now it's Dylan Hernandez. Dylan reached on an error back in the 2nd inning, which could be ruled as an error, could not be. It looked like he may have beaten it out. It would have been really close at first. after he grounded over to Johnson, excuse me, at third. Instead, he digs in here with 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th. Rummel fires that ball down the third baseline, just foul. Oh, a game of inches. Pretty much every sport is, and that one
Yeah, that was really
game of
close.
about 1 feet, or 1 foot. Nice. I need Florida to win tonight. Yeah. 0-1. Rummel fires that off speed. That one's fouled right back into Dylan. I didn't get a chance to talk about Dylan Hernandez too much in his first at bat because he grounded into the air quickly. But he's been really good this year. Now 5 for his first 10, 2 RBIs and limited action here. And between him and Lucas Beal, I can see them both splitting time at catcher this year. As Hernandez only a young sophomore, I might add, just a year younger than his brother Tyler. Dylan will call time in the box. Veteran move there to kind of slow the pace down from Rummel, who works very quickly when he's in a rhythm. Now he'll step back in as he's behind 0-2. Righty on righty, 2 gone. Rummel fires the off speed. That one's chop fouled on the left field line. Tyler over at second. Dylan looking to hit him in here. 0-2 the count, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Falcons trailing by 11. And that they do have their first hit, Jeff, so good good jinx.
Nice. Second hit would be really nice.
I would love a second hit. I had to retrieve that ball from the field. Looked like Franklin and maybe Leppert over there in the shin guards trying to get the balls off the field of play and left. On deck, if it gets that far, it's Harris Rivers. Falcons looking for their second hit of the ball game. 0-2 from Rummel. That pitch spiked into the ground, gets away from Hardy. Tyler will just easily stroll into third. He had to scamper a little quicker than he wanted to after Hardy found it a little quicker than he thought he would. But the wild pitch does move Tyler into scoring position ×2. He's only 90 feet away. One and two, 2 outs. Rummel gets back on the rubber. Hernandez awaits at the plate. He'll wind and deal the 1-2 off speed. Stays in tight. Good eye from Hernandez. 2-2. That broke very late. But Hernandez did a nice job to stay back and let that ball just stay inside instead of trying to rapidly swing and take a strike. Lights down. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. High speed heat. Got him swinging. That's only the 3rd strikeout tonight for Rummel, but he strands the Falcons a runner at third. Bengals lead 11-0 going to 5. We're back here at Falcon Field. Blythewood has an 11-0 lead here as we enter the 5th inning. It'll be Sergio Melendez, Chance Johnson, and Johnny Collins due up here for Blythewood. Leading off, it's Melendez, who's hitless tonight. Shows bunt, and it's one thrown inside. It's ball 1, a fastball. The Falcons, out of the 11 runs, have only had 5 earned runs here they've given up tonight. Talking to Jeff, just basically, I feel like 2 plays have really decided this game that make this game look. I feel like it's closer than it is, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Fastballs inside 2-0. Kind of the best way to put it.
Yeah, that the error is.
Yeah, the one
created an 11 run, but I mean, Blythewood would still be up 6-0.
Yes, 5-0, 6-0, depending on, but still, I mean, it's just 2-0 on the way. Fastball called, strike 1, or the sinker, I think. But you know, those 2 errors, the one on the throw from Snead, and then the one on the pop up to the right side. That's kind of made a crooked number here. The 2 and 1, sinker low. It's ball 3. And got to give credit where it's due. Bauman Rummel's been brilliant on the bump. Only 1 hit through 4 innings is impressive through this lineup.
Yeah.
3 and 1. Adger fires, slider calls, strike 2 on the outside edge. The right-handed showdown will go full here to begin the 5th. So far, Melendez has walked, flown out, and popped out in 3 plate appearances here. See if the Falcons can get him. The 3 and 2. That one's lifted into center field. Going back is Scott. He's got a read in shallow or deep right center for out number 1.
Up next, number 1, Chance Johnson.
It's a nice way to start the inning.
Yeah,
and
it's
now,
the first time we got the first hitter, right?
I know. Well, the first 2 hitters have reached every single inning before this one, so
Wow.
that's a good sign, right?
Yeah. Can we start over?
I agree. Can we ask them if they want to?
Hey, we're ready.
Yeah, we've got our warm-up innings in. Can we just start playing baseball now? First pitch to Johnson. He jumps on that one. A hot shot in the left field over, and that's a liner that gets in front of Rivers for a base knock. Johnson will have to hold up after a nice job from Rivers to recuperate and get that in quickly. That's Johnson's first hit of the game, a single to left. And now it's Johnny Collins, and so there's a show that probably none of y'all watch. I'm a nerd, so I was watching superhero shows growing up called. So it was like one of the crossovers on the CW with Arrow and Flash and all them.
Yeah.
And so there's a show on the CW called Lucifer where like the devil came into Earth, yada yada. And I never watched it, but he appeared on the show because this guy named John Constantine, who's like a warlock, came up to him.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, basically,
there was a Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. So anyways, like following my logic here, so when I was doing this last night at 1 in the morning, mind you, Johnny Collins, there's a line where Constantine in one of these crossovers goes and sees him. And Lucifer comes out and goes, Johnny. And so every time I do a stat for him, I just go, Johnny. That one wide. What's the count?
It's actually 1 and 1.
1 and 1, yeah.
But I had it wrong. I was like, wait, what just happened?
No, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to share that or not, just because, but it felt like the right time to share it. So every time I'd sit there, because he was on the team last year, I just go, Johnny. It made me laugh at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
The 1 and 1 call, strike 2, sinker low in the zone. One of the reasons I stayed awake.
This series started off so awesome, and then
I think Arrow finished very well. All of the other was ended with a whimper, not a bang.
Yeah.
The 1 and 2 from Adger. Slider low and away, ball 2. Because like Arrow was phenomenal to start, hit a 2-season lull, and then got really good in season 5.
Yeah, okay.
I love Arrow, by the way, so like I could talk about it forever. But no, like the Flash started really good and then just fell off a cliff. Same with I like Legend of Tomorrow. If you ever seen that, I know, me nerd. That one's lined in the right field, right? But Paul Schultz got a read. He'll make the play for out number 2. It'll force Johnson to go back to the bag. Yeah, Legend of Tomorrow was like a time travel show with like a lot of side characters they brought in. And first season was great. They brought in Leonard Snart, like really, really funny actor. And he made that season phenomenally just great. But never really got into Supergirl. And then a lot of the other stuff I just never really followed. But I loved Arrow. Flash was great. And then I eventually stopped watching after like season 4 of The Flash, season 5.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That one grounded down the third base line. Nice play from Zach. He recovers. The throw to first is in time. What a play. Snead dives over the third base bag and guns down Franklin. Nice play from Zach to end the inning, and that will do it. Well, the Falcons need 2 runs to keep this game alive as they trail by double figures. We'll be right back on Definite Fiction.
All right, here we go.
We are back here at Falcon Field. Bauman Rummel, who's been brilliant so far, trying to get the final 3 outs of this game. Falcons looking to extend it. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Leading it off is Harris Rivers. Takes a ball low and away. It's a fastball in this right-handed showdown.
I was just checking my text. Oh, by the way, Pat and George are watching.
That one grounded over to short. Myers waits on it, throws it across the diamond. It's good for out number 1.
And we promise more runs next time.
We'll do better.
Yeah.
Up next for the Falcons, number 1, Jack
Falcons
Chetwood.
down to their final 2 outs here in this one. It's up to Jack Chetwood. Try to get some rally going. Looks like Jackson Botar out of the game as he came just in front of us. I'm not sure who replaced him in center. It's a little far away for me to see the number. First pitch to Chetwood. The righty watches a changeup stay low for ball 1. Yeah. We'll see this team next Friday as well. We go to Blythewood next week, but of course, region games against York. Chetwood, a grounder over to short or third on the backhand. It's Johnson. A low throw is not dug out. Collins couldn't get a handle on it. So the second error of the night for Blythewood. This time it's on the first baseman though, Collins.
I agree.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a 1 bouncer, meaning it should have been easily dug out by Collins. And from the reaction, I mean, pretty much how it looked. Well, that brings up Paul Choate for the second time. Paul lined out to begin the 3rd inning in his only plate appearance. That'll be 9 in the top of the order, due up right after him. Righty on righty, Rummel throws a fastball way over everything. Chetwood will scamper over to second. Well, we were wondering, I was like, well, you know, 5 scoreless innings against Dorman. Dorman's, again, one of the best teams in 5A, along with Blythewood. So I was curious. I was like, you know, kid that's playing his first year of varsity, I wonder how good he is. Give him his flowers, folks. He's been phenomenal tonight. One hit allowed, 3 strikeouts, only 2 walks for Bauman. Incredible. 1-0, that fastball is skied in the right center field. Not sure who the center fielder is. It's not Botar, but he does make the play for out number 2. I would assume it's probably Andrew Blackwell, if I could get the number. And I think I'm right, but I'm not exactly sure.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 15, Zach
Oh, it's the top of the order trying to keep this game alive. The Falcons need 2, and that runner represented by Zach Sneed. There's 2 down here in the 5th. Falcons will be back in action here at Falcon Field on Wednesday against York. The first pitch from the righty, called strike 1, a changeup on the outside part of the plate against the lefty. We play York next week, Tuesday at home, Thursday on the road, and then Friday on the road at Blythewood. 0-1. Zach pops that one into center field. Blackwell should have a read as he moves over to left center. He'll settle under it, and that will do it. Blythewood gets their now 5th win in a row against AC Flora as Bauman Rummel only 1 hit allowed, no earned runs in 5 innings. He was brilliant tonight as a couple of errors kind of made what could have been a shorter number a little more crooked.
Oh, dang.
Well, sometimes you need games like this where just stuff doesn't go your way. That's how you fight through adversity early in the year.
Yeah.
You know, not everything bounced our way tonight, and that's all right because a lot more baseball,
Yep.
of course.
A lot more runs ahead.
A lot more runs and up. I mean, this is a 5A team. Won't have to play them in the playoffs or anything. And, you know, obviously tonight's a little more discouraging. You don't like seeing that number on the score sheet. But sometimes it just happens.
Yep.
It's baseball. And the beauty with baseball, the thing I love about it the most, and I know, Jeff, you can disagree, every game's different. You play every game differently.
Yeah.
And, you know, anything can happen in baseball. It's why they play 162 games. Because if you play like 40, you're just not going to get the best teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You get some teams that play hot early, that cool down late, and you don't want to be playing your best baseball here early in the year.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, I hope B team is playing their best lacrosse tomorrow morning.
oh yeah. Well, B team's always going to play their best lacrosse. And are we? So you
We
said
got Hammond. It's a,
yeah,
a
doubleheader.
B team varsity
doubleheader. Starts at 11.
11,
Jeff will be coaching. I'll
Yep.
be on the headset having fun.
Yeah.
Then we'll be there for varsity.
Awesome.
Monday, of course, varsity. It's senior night for lacrosse.
Yeah.
Tuesday, you said you have a B team game, or do you know? Did you figure that out?
B team on. Actually, let me look that up because that matters for baseball.
Yes, because baseball plays Tuesday. I think we're going to try to be here either way, but it just depends who's here for baseball.
Yeah. If I could find my schedule. Okay, so
Today's the 14th.
18th and 19th.
That sounds like a
16th,
Tuesday
I
and
think
Wednesday.
That's Tuesday, Wednesday.
So, I think we're going to try. You said we're going to try to come to here on Tuesday, but that's a you call.
Yeah,
or whatever.
we'll see. Because it's Clover, which means that I have to leave. Like, we're getting the boys out of school probably early.
I gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll just depend, but we will see you tomorrow
Yep.
and Monday.
Yep. All right, sounds good. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
See you then.